Welcome to episode 12, which is amazing, of Let's Talk Dogs with Cousin Sam. It has been a while because if people aren't aware of what's happened in our life of rescue, we have to mention it because it's been extremely heartbreaking and shocking to us all that, unfortunately, with great sadness, we lost one of our rescues. Beautiful George, didn't we, Sam?
We did, really suddenly. He was fine 1 minute and 3 hours later he died, and we've all been in shock and haven't really been in a position where I felt able to talk about it.
Yes, it's why
now.
Yeah, it's why we've waited. I mean, that happened in October, so we're now near the end of November.
Yeah, it was 18th of October. He got out of the van for the field. He yelped and thought he'd hurt his leg or sprained something, but clearly there was something more seriously wrong. Rushed him to the vets, and he died an hour and a half later. And he had a foreign body in his lung.
No idea how that's got there, but that's eating away at all of us.
Yeah,
especially yourself. But you can't punish yourself.
No, it's a difficult
because
one.
It's one of those, like my mum said, it's just so freakishly fluke.
Yeah,
unprecedented. So
it's just why George. I mean, he was the nicest dog. He was due to go home this month. He was going to go home shortly after fireworks night. So it's just hit us all really hard.
And he was 4, wasn't he?
Yeah, 4 or 5. And he's been with me since he was about 9 months old. He came and he was pretty much untouchable. But he's helped the other dogs over the years so much because he's just so kind. And he helps new dogs at the field, makes them feel welcome. He's like, come on, this is what we do.
Known as the perfect gentleman.
Yeah.
The kind soul. And what I used to find with George, George is the type of dog, the way he looks and him, everything. He was right up my street.
Yeah.
I would have had him in a heartbeat. But he wasn't one of those dogs that you could just go up and cuddle and give loads of kisses to, because it used to frighten him and he wasn't comfortable with it. But when you did, he allowed you, like a cat, really.
Yes.
He allowed you to fuss him, and you felt so privileged and honoured.
Yeah, the last couple of months he'd started giving me kisses.
You had kisses.
He gave me a kiss on the Tuesday before he died. Yeah. He's given me 2 or 3 kisses, and that's been 4 years to work up to that.
Yeah, that's an honour.
He's very special boy.
But he's going to be hugely missed, and it's so unfair that he had to go so early on in life, because he had his whole life ahead of him, and it's just one of those situations where you won't get past it because it was extremely unfair.
Yeah.
What happened to him? He didn't deserve that.
No. And
when I rang you and spoke to you, I was not expecting what you said.
No, I didn't know. Yeah, it was an odd phone call because I just left the vets. I sat at the vets for ages, so I didn't want to leave him there, and then I was umming and ahhing, should I call someone? And then I didn't, because I was like, I can't just ring somebody up and sob on the phone. And then you called me literally
Psychic.
2 minutes later anyway.
In sync.
Pulled over into this industrial unit because I was just heading for the dual carriageway. And there was nowhere else to pull over.
That's good timing then,
yeah,
really.
Yeah, I pulled over in there and then got off the phone to you, and then this guy comes over out of his little
random
hut. And he comes over and I'm like crying. I was like, oh my God, I'm really sorry. Do I need to move my van? And he was Polish, I think. And he was shaking his head and he's just like, come to see if you need any help. And then I just couldn't stop. I was just sobbed. And he was like, oh my God, what's wrong? And
you caught a woman having a meltdown.
Yeah. And I said, my dog just died. And he looked over at Mont, who was on the front seat, and he nodded. And I was like, no, not that one.
Not this one.
And then he said, is he in the van? And I'm like, why do you need to know where he is?
Not really.
But poor bloke, probably wish he'd never walked out
of
that office.
That is random. I'd be very lucky if I'm sure there's many people that have a meltdown privately in their cars. Because the car seems to be the safe haven to have your meltdown, to have your cry. Your steering wheel becomes your best friend.
Yeah.
And if anyone tapped the window, I'd be like, oh my, actually, to be fair, that has happened. I come across the fox hunt, which everybody knows. If you know me, I loathe it to the absolute core of my stomach. And I drove into the hunt, and by the time I got home, I was so upset that I ended up getting upset in my car And then my next door neighbour tapped her and went, Kerry, are you okay? And I went, I've just in the hands. And she was like, you all right? I was like, no. So I have had someone tap the window, but that's the only time. I've had many tears behind the wheel.
Yeah, me too.
But there's been many tears over George.
Yeah, when I broke up with my husband, I drove to a car park and just sobbed on the steering wheel.
Yeah, it's your steering wheel becomes your new best friend. That's why I get upset when I have to get rid of your car. I've had a lot of moments with that car. But yeah, it is unprecedented what happened. So fluke, and so I've never heard of it. I mean, I know dogs consume things and eat things, but George was not that type of dog.
No, he was not. It was a struggle just to get him to eat his food.
Yeah. So for that to end up in his body and for that to do what it did is devastating.
Yeah.
And there's many people in the rescue that we've all been tremendously upset. So things have been quiet, and we've been quiet with podcasts, but we're getting back to it. We've got a special walk for George in December, which we'll be doing with everybody, which should be lovely. And it's a way of saying goodbye and marking George's life, and he will never be forgot.
Never.
So, yes. So, but we must press on with the show. And so basically, on a lighter note, we're going to be talking puppies for a bit. The other thing we're going to be talking about is sleeping arrangements with our dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a yes or a no in your bed? But we'll come up to that. Also coming up, I've got a story about a hero dog.
Okay.
A hero dog in Wales.
Okay.
Yeah. And did you know there is dog parades? And I'm going to ask you later which countries you think do dog parades.
Okay. Oh my God, it's been a while since we did the last podcast.
I know. But there's only one country that me and you absolutely think are amazing and everybody needs to step and take notice.
Yes.
Is Netherlands.
Yes.
But we'll come round to that. But first off, puppies.
Puppies.
Now, I'm awful because when someone has a baby, I feel bad because, don't get me wrong, a baby is amazing. It's incredible how it's been made in the tummy and it pops out, but then it starts crying and shitting and weeing and I just want to give it back. And they scare me because they're so fragile and small. But give me a puppy and I go all cooey.
I'd go for either because I've had 4 children.
Yeah, you've had 4 children. But I'm not saying I don't like babies, but so puppies do piss and shit.
Very much so.
How many times do you reckon, Sam?
Well, I've been looking after 2 puppies for some time and, well, we've just put them out to the toilet and they've just come back in. They've been out there for half an hour and they've just come back in and...
We actually just paused.
We just paused because one of them pooed on the floor.
And my nose hurts.
I actually put her outside because she was going to poo earlier. And she must have held it in. But they're hard work. They chew, they cry.
Think people don't realise, they forget, if you've had a puppy, you forget how active and how quick they move, and you've got to keep your eyes. It's like a toddler, but
yeah, I mean they've always got something in their mouth, haven't they? They're always chewing something they shouldn't be.
To be honest, I wouldn't consider having a puppy myself. You know, everybody says, "Oh, get a puppy, it's easy." It isn't.
Well, I had puppies for different reasons. So I had my original pack of dogs, which helped the fosters, but they're all getting old and retired. So we've started with a bit of a new pack, but they need to kind of grow up a bit and calm down before they can do any actual work. But I feel like because I do so much rehab, I need some steady dogs to help me because the dogs react more with the other dogs. Like they help them more than I can. Yeah.
It's more like a little communication between the pair.
Yeah, I mean, Stan's fantastic. Stan does a lot. But he's 9 now.
Oh,
he doesn't act it.
Stan!
But he helps me a lot, and he helps keep the peace as well. He's a very good peacekeeper. And I need the dogs to help. They do so much for me.
Oh, I think Stan, he is amazing. He makes me laugh.
He is amazing.
He's a comical.
He is amazing.
He's a comical chap.
He told me the one day that my fence was down at the top of the garden.
I think I remember you telling me this.
Yeah, he did. I think I was out there picking up poo or something, and he kept coming in and out, in and out, in and out. And I wasn't paying attention to him. I think I was just concentrating on picking up poo, and he just kind of nudged me and looked at me, and I was like, what? And then he went out the little hole in the fence. And I was like, oh.
That's what he's been trying to tell you.
Yeah, thank you, Stan. And like today, when the puppies wanted a drink, he went to the water to show them where it was, because we just have this inner communication that I can't explain. But only with Stan.
He's a very special dog. I've just had one of the puppies jump up on me and is intrigued in me, but I just hope it doesn't grab
the microphone,
because then we're going to malfunction. I'm going to have a malfunction. But looking at a puppy, they are absolutely adorable. You can't walk far. If anyone has a puppy and you've tried to go down the street with a puppy, you don't get very far, because everybody goes, oh my God, it's a puppy. And you just stop. I think if there was a contest of a baby walking down the street and a puppy walking down the street, who would get stopped most?
Yeah.
I think the puppy would. That'd be an interesting contest.
Yeah. She just fell off.
Just fell off.
Oh dear.
If you've heard that. But I have got some puppy facts.
Okay.
I looked up. So, you'll probably know all this. Puppies can get overtired and overstimulated like babies and toddlers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's been a while since I had a puppy, because I had Guinness from a puppy. And my God, he was behind the telly. He was just so active.
His nature is quite wired anyway, isn't
he was hard work, and I was like, oh my God, I forgot how much. But he was absolutely adorable, so he could get away with bloody murder.
You fell in love with just his picture, didn't you?
Oh my God, did I?
He looked a bit Jack.
Yeah, he looked Jack Russell. Jack Russell. But it's all right. One of the dogs has just wrapped themselves up in one of the sofa covers, and it's quite funny. It looks like he's gone to bed. We've not got to that stage yet. We're not talking bed yet. But yeah, he was absolutely adorable, and it just won me over in one look. And a lot of people, that's what happens with a puppy. And also, puppies can come out green, apparently, when they're born. Did you know that? Have you seen that?
What?
Yeah, says here, puppies can be green when they come out. Some are actually born with a greenish tint to their fur. Apparently, it's like something in the womb, like, can change the colour on the fur on the dog. It can come out green.
Wouldn't that be like when the placenta's ruptured or something?
I don't know, but he just said it can be normal. I don't think it's anything like alarming. Like, you ain't going to rush get to the vets. Yeah, and also puppies can have twins.
Yes,
and it has known.
It's know that.
Very rare. Identical twins can be known, and also estimated 1.2 million born worldwide. I reckon that's more than 1.2 million.
Worldwide?
Worldwide.
Is that in...
I reckon it's in a billion.
Is that in a year?
It's got to be in a year, isn't it? I don't... Yeah, that's true, actually. It didn't really...
That's not 12, is it? Is that definitely...
No, 1.2. That's what I've written down from Tinternet. And then the largest litter ever recorded was 24 puppies.
Wow.
And it was a dog, actually, in the UK in 2004, a Mastiff called Tia. She had a cesarean, obviously.
Wow.
Sadly, she had one stillborn, and 3 others died in the first week, which, out of 24...
So she still had 20 puppies?
She had 24 puppies.
She must have had
how the hell was she had 24 in there? That's mad. How did they not get crushed?
Like how many litters she's had to...
No.
Don't know.
I don't know how many litters she's had. It just said she holds the record.
Because they can have, the more litters they have, the more puppies they can have in the litter.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So first litters are normally a bit smaller.
Yeah, and then gets bigger and bigger. But 24.
That's very large. I wouldn't have liked to have had to look after them. Oh my God.
I mean,
enough.
She had a seat, so she must have gone. Obviously, she was in the vets
for some time.
I mean, 24.
Amazing.
Wonder how many humans had.
How many what?
Humans had in one sitting. In one sitting, like it's a 3-course meal.
I know there's Octomom. She's had like 8, hasn't she?
Who?
She's called Octomom. She's in America.
Octomom?
Yeah.
That's a ridiculous... Octo?
That's 8, isn't it?
I thought that was her name. thought you was going out. Her name's Octo. I thought that's a shit name. Octo. That's the number. Fuck it. Oh, shit, bollocks. Oh. And never mind, move on. I just went full Monty then.
It's not for under 18.
No. Is there any children listening? I apologise. I've had a wee whiskey.
We were toasting George.
We've had a wee whiskey. Grouse. We've had a grouse. But yeah, that's puppies. But any advice, Sam? Because obviously I would touch on it, but we'd be here all night. Puppy farms. It has to be a special mention because it happens in the UK. Only it's one of those that balls me up because there's people just have puppies to make money. No interest in the welfare of the dogs, the mother. It's absolutely criminal.
Somebody used to live by me and he bred his dog every time it came into season.
Jesus,
and
really?
It was so difficult not to.
Oh my God, I would took a pack of eggs and smashed it on his head. It's, I feel, and I don't know if any listeners feel, I mean, I know there's a lot of people have puppies, private puppies, and end up, this is the problem, see, people pay it, then, people have puppies and then make money from it. I really do believe it should be a license, and that should be it. If you have puppies, your license needs to go through a rescue, your local rescue nearby. So half the money goes to the rescue. So it doesn't go straight into the pocket of the person that's bred the dog. So you have to half it.
I mean, there are breeders
out there. They have to link with a charity.
That would be good. There are breeders out there who are responsible.
Yeah, there is. But there's a vast amount that's just
doing it for the money.
Yeah. Then again, would they do it? So, like, if there was a breeder, they'd have to say link up with High Hopes or link up with, any charity, and they have to go through that charity. And that charity also helps find that dog a home. Because my friend Kate, she got a puppy, they just handed it over, paid the money, and went home. They never did a check. They never did anything. Don't know where that dog's going. Don't know where that puppy's going.
They don't care though, do they, when they're in that situation?
No, of course not. But it's all about welfare.
The money. But I think I think you do have to have a licence to breed.
You do, but
there's no one out there to police it.
No, so that's where you mean Netherlands. Netherlands got a animal police force. UK needs an animal police force. I'll be joining that, 100%.
Me too.
Absolutely join that. But obviously...
So, talking about puppies, I think the most important thing with puppies when you have a puppy is to establish a routine.
Yeah, it's like a child, isn't it? Yeah. They need routine.
Because they know it. I mean, these two know their routine, 100%. Yeah. The only thing that changes...
Is that your biggest tip? If you had to give it the biggest tip to having a puppy?
The routine. They know the routine. They understand the routine.
Yeah.
And start the training early. Because the older they get, the less they kind of listen to you. When they're puppies, they're kind of all about you, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then when they get older...
A bit like a child, but not on the level of a child.
Yeah, if you just leave a puppy to Noah's a prime example. I have not put the work in with Noah that I should have done.
And he's mental.
And
he's off his rocker, I tell you.
I can't take him off lead with the others because he will not listen to me.
Really?
He's just... when he's at the field, he's all about the ball, isn't he?
Yeah.
So when he's off in the field, the last time I took him, he was right over the other end of the field and he was looking at some people across the road and he wouldn't come back. So I've really got to knuckle down and do some
and puppy classes. Can't stress enough. I had a prime example, many, many moons ago. I was at a pub and my friend said, "Oh, this is I can't remember her name. This is my friend such and such. She's got a dachshund." I went, "Oh, have you?" She went, it's a puppy. She's having dramas with the puppy. And I said, "Oh, are you?" And she was like, "Yeah, she's a year old." She said, "She's a nightmare. I can't do nothing with her." And I asked her what she'd been doing, and she'd been doing all the wrong things. And she hasn't educated herself. She hasn't put the elbow grease in. Now she's got a dog. It's 1 year old that barks, shits in the house, and has got no. It's like a child. You have to, like you said, I have to give a routine. You have to take it to training classes. You have to educate yourself.
Yeah. Or if you can't take it to training classes, educate yourself.
Well, there's loads of stuff on YouTube now.
I have done training classes in the past 10 or so, 12 years ago now.
Bloody hell.
So I did, know the basics, and I did do that for about 2 years.
Did you? Need to get back on that, son.
But it's education, isn't it?
It's not something to take lightly. And
it's being firm but fair at the same time.
Yeah.
Like
it's a bit like a child, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone's got their different ways of discipline, and it's a similar thing with...
These two are naughty for chewing the sofa. I mean, they've got told off a few times. I've had a new sofa. I mean, I've gone back and forth about this sofa for months and months, and I was like, I'm just going to get the sofa. And
just get the sofa.
And
which Mont is taking great pleasure in sleeping on. Yes. So if you hear snoring, it's not
Monty.
It's Mont. It's not me or Sam making strange noises.
But it's they keep on and on chewing the sofa, and I don't really like telling them off, but I have got to the point where it's like,
I know that cuteness, that look.
Yeah, no, you can't chew the sofa. No, sorry.
They look at you, don't they?
Yeah, they look at you
useless.
All cute.
But it's best. I mean, there's so much information. If you are considering having a puppy, my biggest advice to you is literally, wise up to what you're in for.
Mm-hmm.
Educate yourself. There's loads of stuff out there. There's loads of information. If you know someone who's got a dog, ask them. Do you know what?
And also, don't pick a breed that's going to be difficult for you. Like, if you're a stay-at-home fair weather walker, don't pick something like
it's high energy. Yeah,
because
people get huskies, don't they? Because they think they're cool and they're large and they look amazing, and then they don't realise hard breed. You need to really accommodate for it. And that's the other thing. Really look into breeds that will suit you.
You're getting, yeah.
I mean, obviously, we all know the easiest breed to pick is the retriever.
Yes and no.
Really?
But not then. It depends how you bring them up. But, if you have them from a puppy, yes. If you have them
easy. Don't have a chocolate one.
All chocolate dogs are nuts.
Yeah. What's your chocolate ones are nuts?
My chocolate ones.
My head's spinning out. But anything brown. Oh, that sounds bad, doesn't it?
Brown dogs.
Don't pick a brown dog. No.
But
there's something in brown dogs.
At the end of the day, rescue where you can.
Yeah, I'm always rescue.
If you've got small kids, and you
then
need,
I
mean, even we would say if you've got like a baby on the way, 1-2-year-old, then we would always go puppy, and if we haven't got one, we'd recommend a different rescue, or
definitely. But we all love puppies. They're hard work and they yap but it's all a learning curve. It's like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
I rather any day now have a puppy over a baby. I freak out over baby. Can't handle them.
I'd like a grandchild one day.
Do you?
Maybe.
You'll be on your own. No, I'm not going there. Moving on. Right. Obviously, the next thing that I definitely know what your answer would be, Sam, and I know what my answer is. Yes or no to a dog sleeping in your bed?
Yes.
I know, I'm a yes. I literally got a single bed, and I have, he's nearly the size of a German Shepherd and a little Jack Russell all on the bed. And if I could, I'd have Guinness on the bed as well, but unfortunately my three don't get on.
No.
So, for years when I was growing up, my mum was dead against the dogs being upstairs. So me and my sister, we didn't have a dog in the bed, but 100% I'd have my dog in my bed from day dot.
Yeah.
And what I looked at was some interesting percentages that I looked at. This is in the UK. So 48% to 78% say that owners share their bed with their dog.
48% to
78%. I mean, I think that means it varies from 48% to 78%.
A lot of people are
that's quite high, 78%.
Yeah, a lot of people are affirmed now, and it's each to their own, really, isn't it? It's whatever you feel comfortable. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer.
I don't think there's many people, because Marie, my best mate Marie, I was a bit of a nightmare with her. She ended up getting Doug the pug a puppy, and he was a nightmare. My God, did he chew through your feet? I had no shoes left every time I went round. I nearly had no toes. But I babysat him once, and I always said to Marie, whatever you do, don't have him in your bed, because it can lead to problems, if you're not, because it's her first dog. So I said it's wise not to have him on your bed. I looked after Doug, babysat him at my house, and I thought, it's my house, so it don't really matter. I had him on my bed, didn't I?
So then did he cry to go on Marie's bed the next day?
She rang me and said, by any chance, have you had Doug in the bed? I went,
that's naughty.
My dog.
That is naughty.
I literally backfired on what I advised. Now Doug is literally in Marie's bed.
In the covers?
Under the covers now. He snores horrendously. I can't sleep with him. He drives me nuts, but I have slept with him a few times.
You live with your dad, he snores worse.
I know, he's terrible. He can come through the walls. But what makes me laugh about Marie is she's got a big bed, right? And she's literally on the edge of a bed because Doug the pug's in the middle. She went, I don't want to disturb him. I'm like, it's a pug. It's not like it's a Great Dane. How are you on the edge of your bed?
Does he go for her if she?
He just growl a little bit, but he's a bit fiery. Can be fiery. Doug the pug.
I'm looking forward to meeting Doug one day.
You need to meet him. He's the right character. But then I looked at some others. So this varies, but apparently 35% of children sleep with their pets. I find that quite surprising because I'm sure there'll be parents who are a little bit iffy about having a dog in the bed with their child, but it depends. I suppose it depends on the age because it doesn't say the age group. But they say
Hannah always had her cats in the bed.
Yeah, but cats are different.
Yeah, no, I mean she has the two of them under the covers with her.
Yeah, I mean I would love to have my dog in the bed when I was growing up.
Lily used to sleep with Hannah in the bed. I don't know. When the dog that I had when I was sort of a teenager, she just used to go wherever, sleep wherever. Had free reign of the house.
Really? I like that idea. I like anybody who has a free reign. I understand there is my mum's nightmare because she wanted me to put a bin bag underneath my jug Milo to stop catch the hair. And she says, I haven't got an issue with dog hair. I said, you totally do have an issue. She's horrendous. My mum she's just terrible for dog hair. But that's one reason why we wouldn't allow the dogs up. But when I separated from Scott and ended up moving back home, I said to Mum, the one thing I said to Mum is, I cannot be without Milo, especially going through what I'm going through, heartbreak and all that. I need Milo upstairs, and she let Milo. She's as long as you clean up the hair. So I did have Milo, and it was the greatest comfort I had because I'd curl up in a little ball and I would snuggle up with Milo, and it just kept me going. Just having Milo with me.
I think you sleep better.
Yeah.
When you've got your pet with you.
Well, I've got that in here. I mean, like 47% of owners admit to tucking their dogs under the covers. Under the covers. And they had Pepsi, my Auntie Mo's Jack Russell. He used to sleep under the covers. He used to be down by your feet. But the problem is, if you moved in the night, you go at your feet. So you can't move. That's why I lie so still.
That's how you've learned to lie still.
Yeah, because there was a dog at the end of the bed who'd have your big toe. So yeah, I wouldn't tuck my dog under the covers, but there is times I've tucked them in though with a blanket on top.
I tried to tuck one, and one of the puppies came up for a cuddle this morning when I got up, and tried to tuck her in the covers with me, give her a hug. She's like, no,
not having that.
No, thank you.
But sharing your bed, like you said, it is been proven it's better for your mental health. Mm-hmm. Because you've got that, I don't know, that reassurance, and I suppose if anybody enters your room, subconsciously, your dog's going to alert you in that way. It reduces stress, anxiety and loneliness, which I totally agree because obviously, especially going through a breakup, I sobbed my heart out on Milo at early hours in the morning. He just lay there with me. And I just, you just break your heart and they're just there with you and nobody else is there, but you can just, I don't know,
there's no judgment, is there? I mean, Monty's been there for so many difficult moments in my life. And he was there when George died, actually. Yeah. By some miracle, because of the way things worked out and the rush into the vets, he was in the front of the van.
Really? Oh, yeah. That's true.
Like, it was so nice.
That he was there with you.
He was there. He's always there. He's always been there.
They're always there. But there can be drawbacks to having your dog on your bed. So you can have, which I think I've had a few times, disruptive sleep. So actually, this morning I actually had Rusty getting me up at 2 a.m. because he wanted a wee. And it's cold. It's November. And you don't want to get out of bed because you're warm. No, but they want to go for a wee.
I'd rather they got me up and they didn't.
Yeah.
I'd rather not wake up to a
So, there is disruptive. Restless, getting up, that's what I've just said. Taking up space, that's Doug the pug. Mm-hmm. Yes, and lying on your legs and stuff. Taking up space, hygiene and allergies. I've not really known that though, have you?
Allergies?
Yeah. Well, I mean, suppose...
Well, if you've got an allergy...
You wouldn't have your dog in your bed, would you?
But
then you might discover it.
If you're allergic to dogs, you probably wouldn't have a dog.
Oh, I can imagine that. That'd be my worst nightmare, being allergic to a dog.
People have poodles and cockapoos and things, but cockapoos aren't always kind of allergy proof. I know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think I know what you're on about.
And hygiene.
Clean your bed, just clean your sheets, isn't it? That's down to the human, isn't it?
Yes.
That's down to the human. But the most important thing that we need to point out to listeners, if you are new and you're having your dog on your bed, is potential behaviour issues. So you can have anxiety problems from your dog, because obviously they're with you 24/7. Yeah. Reinforced dominant behaviour. So your dog could become, I've heard people like their dog, if they go to get out of bed, the dog growls at them and won't let them get out of bed, that kind of situation. Or if you're married and you've got another half, might not let your husband into the bed. And he'd be like, tough shit, you're not coming in.
We had a dog in foster. Her name was Amber. She was an ex-breeding dog. This is going back about 8-9 years ago. And she was about 6 when she came to me. And lovely show cocker, but my God, didn't she guard?
Did she?
She got on the sofa.
Ooh,
no one was allowed.
What a bugger!
So she was no longer allowed on the sofa.
Yeah, you've got it. Yeah, I put it needs to be managed carefully.
Yeah.
So if your dog is becoming obsessed or dominant of the bedroom area, you do need to do something about it. Unfortunately, as much as you love your dog to be in the bed, you do need to change it, because you can't have the dog dominating you or dominating, especially if it's affecting your marriage or relationship. I mean, I'll quite happily kick a man out of bed over a dog.
Same.
Because they're just irritating, aren't they? Not the dog, the man. But yeah, I'm always got to have the dog on the bed, 100%. But moving on, right? So basically that's that. We've got puppies and sleeping arrangements. So I do have a lovely story about a hero dog.
Oh, I've been looking forward to hearing this.
So this is a dog called Swansea Jack. And the reason he's called Swansea is because what he did, he got his name Swansea because it was in Swansea and it's the River Swansea. And he's a black Labrador retriever. And we're going back to the 1930s. And this dog saved 27 humans and 2 canine lives from drowning in the 1930s.
Wow.
So his first rescue was in June 1931. Got his name from living near Swansea River in Wales, which I've just said. He pulled a little boy from drowning in the water. Apparently, he just jumped in. He wasn't trained. It wasn't anything like that. He just saw a little boy drowning and he pulled him to safety. And the thing was, he saved that boy, but apparently he didn't like water. And the owner, his name was William Thomas, his owner was, said he just started getting him used to water, so he'd make him go into the water. And anyway, he jumped in and saved this boy one day. And then he continued to do so for the fib shoot. I don't know how he kept coming across people drowning in the river, but he would jump in. And he was known as the hero dog in Swansea, and they awarded him a silver cup for bravery. And the mayor of London saluted him himself, apparently. And
has he got a statue somewhere?
Yeah, he's got a statue. There's a little plaque somewhere. I will have to put it up because we've got a TikTok page now, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
So I'll put up Swansea Jack.
There and I don't know they're on there.
No, you don't. I'm just shoving it on.
And then my daughter-in-law says, "Oh, I liked your TikTok," and I'm like, "What?"
But Swansea Jack, I will put him up. So Jack also rescued a dog from the muddy water once, and he also pulled a sack from the water containing puppies.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And by 1934, because he started this in 1930, he saved 14 people, which made national press.
Amazing.
Apparently. And they started writing, and he's got 2 bronze medals. And there is now a beer named after him called Jack Swansea. So if you go to Swansea, you can have a beer named after Jack.
Oh, we'll have to go.
Yeah, there's a picture of Toast Swansea Jack.
Yes.
But isn't that, what gets me though about the dog, how he kept coming across people drowning in the bleeding river, but he did it over a period of a few years. It wasn't like You know, he just patrolled the river. I don't think he was just going up and down the river waiting for someone to get into trouble.
Maybe they lived
just
by the
happened.
river. And I think people let their dogs loose a lot more.
Oh God, their dogs roamed terribly then. They were just everywhere, weren't they?
Maybe he did patrol the river.
But he didn't do that. He just did it out of instinct. He just did it. I think that's incredible.
It is incredible.
But he died very young, I'm really sorry to say. Apparently he had rat poisoning.
Drown. Oh no.
Yeah, so it was rat poisoning and he died at 7 years old, and he died October the 2nd, 1937.
That's very sad.
It is very sad because he did so much good, but obviously I don't know how that come about, how he ended up. It called down Roger Street, apparently he was found. I'm not 100% that, but how sad. But I read all that, and then that was at the end of, he didn't get to a grand age, but he got to 7, and he did all that by the age of 7. So to Swansea Jack, I toast you.
Cheers.
Sipping my beer with that. A whiskey and a beer. Right, I'm going to tell you now, what countries, Sam, do you think do dog parades?
Well, I'll have to go with the Netherlands.
Oh, yeah, well, of course that's in there.
They're the best country for dogs. And then maybe France?
No. France didn't come up. Canada. I missed this one in Canada. I was in Whistler in Canada with my cousin, and we saw all this bunting. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Along the street, and we said, what, you've had a bit of a carnival, and they've had a dog parade.
I want a dog parade.
I went, shut the front door. I said, you're joking. And it was the day before we arrived. I was gutted.
Oh.
And apparently the owners dress up as same as their dog. And they celebrate their relationship with their dog. Okay. And they parade through the street, and they have a band and everything.
That sounds fun. I'm not sure about the dressing up.
What would you dress up with Mont?
Me and Mont. We'd be 2 peas in a pod.
I would just put a Villa shirt on me and the dogs. We'd be in claret and blue. I'd be the Aston Villa football team. That's what I'd dress up at. That's quite easy. You just stick a Villa shirt on your dog.
I'd have to dress up like a dog.
You have to dress up like a dog?
Yeah. Because I can't dress up like them all, so I just have to join them.
Any listeners out there, if you had the chance to do a dog parade, what would you and your dog dress up on? Please leave a message, because we don't get many comments, do we, Sam?
No.
It's a bit quiet on that front. But if you do get the chance, or you get the time, and you're bored enough, let us know if you had the chance. If you're bored enough, yeah. Let us know what you dress up with your dog. So Canada's one of them. Naples.
Okay.
So Naples worship and dedicate loyalty and friendship of their dog. So they have a parade to represent that. I think that's lovely.
Why don't we have this?
Well, I'm coming to that, Sam. I am coming to that. Brazil. Now you can imagine how colourful that is. Brazil. Yes. Carnival parade with their dog.
Dogs probably wouldn't like that though, would they?
I don't know if they'd have all the, what do you call them? The bongos? Not the bongos. What do you call them? The bangos? Not the bangos.
The drums.
Them silver drums. They make that sound. The cool sound. You know what I'm on about.
You can play them with your hands.
No, they got... I'm going to have to Google it later to show you. They make that cool sound in Brazil. I don't know what the drums are called. They're big silver round tub things.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Yes, they got that cool, unique sound, and they really... you want to dance when you hear it.
I don't know what they're called, though.
But it ain't the bongos, is it?
It's not the bongos.
It's not the bongos. So that's Brazil. Obviously, Netherlands celebrate, which can include costumes. So that's the same as Canada.
Mm.
So they do that. And Sammy, I can't say the name of that country.
Oh, I can't even my glasses on.
It begins with a B-O.
Bolivia.
Bolivia. I didn't even know Bolivia. But celebrate parades with their dog owners marching alongside each other in the street. And Los Angeles.
Really?
Yeah, Los Angeles in USA feature a dog parade and other activities to raise awareness about dog abuse. That's a good one.
That's what we need to do.
We
need to do our own dog parade.
Yeah, I reckon we're going to hold one between Worcester and Kidderminster. And
the trouble is, like, when we used to do the walk, even with the amount of dogs that used to come on the walk at the Wire Forest. The Wire Forest were funky about it.
Yeah, I know.
And it's just...
The problem is with parades, you have to get the bloody clearance, you have to get the police, because you have to shut down roads. It's not like, when it's a large group of people, it's a bloody hassle, isn't it?
Yeah. And
it's a pain in the ass. But I'm glad to report that, yes, the UK, I've started to hold a parade, right? And I was like, when did this happen? And then it'll be happening this month.
Where?
2025, London. Oh. In Chelsea. King Road. I don't know where bloody hell King Road is. There's a dog parade. It's the first ever. It's called Halloween Dog Parade. I mean, why is it called a Halloween Dog Parade when it's in November? It's 1st of November 2025. This is going to happen.
Oh.
Yeah. And apparently there's a Corgi parade. Following our beloved Queen Elizabeth, Her Majesty the Queen. There is a Corgi parade, but it doesn't really say where. I don't know if it's Buckingham Palace.
You know that she died, right?
Well, it was not. I don't. What? I know she died, but it's a Corgi. It doesn't matter if she's dead.
But
still got to have.
Going to be following.
Well, no, the Queen ain't there doing it.
You're going to be following Queen Elizabeth?
No. Where is Corgi, right? Because she loved Corgi. She did. They're doing it because of the Queen.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, the Queen ain't... Imagine the royal family with a car up front with a bunch of Corgis behind. She probably had a parade in the Buckingham Palace with the dogs.
Probably.
She had about 10. But she had a long line. She was on about the bloodline of her Corgis. So she didn't just have random there was a
bloodline.
Bloodline. Whether that's carried on since she passed. Don't mention her passing. It's so upsetting. I was very upset when the Queen passed. I was shocked.
I was as well.
How upset I was when the Queen died. But she was like a pedestal, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was.
And I knew I'd feel a little sad, but I think it was because, like the nation, that's all we've ever known.
Yeah. That we've grown up with her.
And do you know what? Because how small she was and how frail she looked a bit like my Nanny Eileen.
Yeah.
And then my Nanny Eileen said, I can't stand the woman. I said, bloody hell. What's the matter with... Yeah! But she then laughed and said, I'm only joking.
Oh, I thought she was incredible.
Yeah, she was an incredible lady. So, and then there's also, I like this one, and I reckon we should try and do it as High Hopes. Christmas jumper parade in central London, apparently.
Yes. Although we'll do it in Kidderminster.
Yeah, Kiddie. Christmas jumper parade. Yeah, that's a cool one though, isn't it?
Yes. I'd be up for that one.
But then it's obviously organised. You just have to go on a walk somewhere or everyone wearing Christmas jumpers. That's doable.
Yeah, it's doable as long as we don't go somewhere like the Wire Forest where there's lots of other people.
Maybe not an actual vicinity of an area. Like if we went, where is it down there by you?
By the golf course.
Yeah, if we just went on there, no one could say anything.
No.
Even if there's a few of us. I reckon we should do it. Everyone put a £5 in of donation.
That'll be good.
Make a donation. Everyone up for that, let us know. Give us a message. Drop us a message. So, I reckon Christmas jumper dog parade, that would be cool. I think there is parades happening, but they're just not well known.
We'll have to see if there's anything on YouTube about that one, the one in London.
What, the one that's happening on the 1st of November, apparently?
Yeah, well, that's passed, hasn't it? So
yeah, that's passed. So, we'll have to see. Because that's what it said. Now, and I didn't realise. I thought, was it happened the last few years? But no, it's happening this year. But anyway, that's the dog parades. And I think a lot more should be happening. We should celebrate the dog. There should be a carnival day. 100%. This country's huge on dogs. How there isn't a big parade for them? Do you know what I mean? I don't understand. It would be cool.
Awesome.
But obviously, getting back to rescue, we need to mention 2 dogs that we're going to be talking today. It's Caleb.
Caleb.
Caleb or Caleb?
Caleb.
Caleb.
It's the same thing.
Caleb. Now, this dog is in kennels, and how long's he been there now? Because he's been returned several times. For no fault of his own. His story's just heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking. Have we got time for me to say?
We have got time, Sam.
So we took Caleb from another rescue. It's the same rescue we took George from, actually. And he'd been returned to the rescue because the guy who owned him had lost his house, lost everything, had to rehome the dog.
Yeah.
So we took him on. He's a very large boy. He's got a bit of separation anxiety. He's kind of a...
is he large? Is he quite a big dog?
He's a big dog.
Yeah.
He's a big dog. He's quite strong. And then we had him for a while. He ended up in kennels, I think, then. And the previous owner had got back in touch with the rescue he originally came from, been passed on to us, and he said he desperately wanted his dog back.
Yeah, I remember you saying
so
to me.
he'd go and visit him at the kennels, and then he eventually took him home, and we're like, oh my God, this is so incredible that this guy
he's took him back.
Loves his dog so much that he's took him back. And then I think he must have been home 18 months, 2 years. And then I had a phone call from a vet in Wales, and they said that...
Is that where he lived, Sam? Yeah. Wales?
Yeah, and the vet said because he's still registered to us on the microchip, they needed my permission to put him to sleep. And I was like, absolutely not.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, the guy hasn't got back in touch with us, said there's any problems or anything, just gone to the vets and... Never been to the vets with this dog before, never had a boost and nothing.
Oh my God.
Just took him to the vets one day to be put to sleep. And I was like, absolutely not. He's a really nice dog. We're not doing it. So we ended up taking him back. And
did the vet say, because I'm really hard struggle to understand that man's, what he did. Did they say anything about the bloke? The vets? Did they say what he said? Did they say anything?
They said that he had been attacked by 2 dogs. This is the story the guy gave. He'd been attacked by a couple of dogs in the time that he's had him back. And then he's turned reactive.
So for that, he's going to take him to be put to sleep?
Yeah. So we took him back. He's not showing any reactivity. He must be around 35 kilos. And he's quite a big dog. He's very silly, very goofy. He's got a bit.
But he's got a good nature, though, isn't he?
Good nature. He has previously lived because the first time he went home from us, he was rehomed with honour, because they got on so well and they got on really well in the home. But the people returned them really quickly together anyway. Yeah. But he's so overlooked. No one ever comes in for Caleb.
This is what I mean, please, because obviously another thing, I'm going to be putting Caleb upon TikTok, so please have a look at him. But I mean, from what I only see him because he is down. We use kennels in Newport, which is quite a distance away, which is actually in Wales. But Sarah very kindly goes down there, and Drea like to spend time with them and walk them. And even she says she just can't understand how this dog's not got its home. It's absolutely. Well, it's just crazy. And if there is anybody who likes large breeds and they're looking to give a dog, please, if you know anyone as well, speak to them about it.
Have a look. Have a look at him. Go and, we're quite happy for people to go and meet him. He's a very friendly boy.
It's such a shame how that come about.
He's not shy or anything. He's beautiful.
I really apologise. My phone's been going off. I thought I put it on silent and I haven't. So there's little things here. It's me. It's actually the Villa score. It's Villa 2, Young Boys 1. And they pulled one back, Sam. I'm going to start panicking now. And the other dog we're going to finish on is Cariad. We have spoken about Cariad, but we need to speak about it again because nobody's asking about her. The world's gone quiet, please. She's another large, but she's female.
Yeah, she's not as large as Caleb.
No, she's not.
What is she now? She must be about 28, 30 kilos. She's
Charlie, innit?
She's got lots of energy.
Yeah, she's definitely
very energetic. Loves to run.
Recall shit.
Yeah, she's got 0 recall.
You want a challenge?
So she's you know, we let her off in the secure field and she has the time of her life.
She does.
Every single time.
We keep a long lead on her so we know we can grab her.
But when it's time to go, she's like, oh,
she's a bugger.
Absolutely
she's
not.
a bugger, which is quite comical, isn't it? Because she reads, she's on it, man.
Yeah, as soon as she knows, you have to kind of pretend that you're not trying to get her. But Amy, actually, one of our volunteers, Amy, has done so much work with this dog.
Yeah.
And Amy can get her quite easily.
Really? She's won her over. Yeah. That just shows, doesn't it? If they have a one-on-one and have a bit more time and effort, you can win her over.
Yeah, and so when we've had her since a pup. She came at 4 months, and she was really, really shy puppy. She come from a Bottasani dog shelter.
Yeah.
And she was super shy, and it took her a while to get out on a lead.
Yeah.
And then when we did, she's just a normal, happy-go-lucky puppy. A little bit nervous with people kind of approaching her, but no reactivity at all. She's been home now 3 times. The first one was for about a week.
Yeah.
Second time was for a day. Third time was for a good few months. But when she came back after that time, she was reactive.
Oh, really?
So we've had to work on her reactivity, which is massively improved.
I've not seen it. I've got to be honest.
But I don't know how much you actually lead walk.
No, I haven't. I've done a little bit, but not. But
she's doing so well with Amy.
It just needs time, doesn't it? I apologise if you hear a dog whimpering.
He's got a bit of dementia.
Charlie, yeah, he's got old and he don't know where he is.
No,
he's woke up and he's like, what? So, but yeah. Cariad, so I will be putting Cariad up on TikTok as well.
So Cariad needs to be the only dog in the home. She gets on with other dogs really, really
What about
well.
any other, cats? No?
No.
I will definitely not.
With cats. But she has a tendency to kind of guard her space a little bit.
Right.
And she is quite nervous around men.
She's like a light brown, isn't she, as well? She's like the colour of her. She's like...
I think she's got some German Shepherd in there.
Don't look like a German Shepherd though.
No, it's just the colouring, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
she can be shy because there's times when she says, "I've been in the field," and then she starts barking at me, doesn't she?
Yeah,
and it's almost like unsure for a split second.
Yeah, she can be unsure, but then she's done massive progress. Like we were walking her a couple of weeks ago, and we've got a dog next door to us called Bob, who's one of ours.
Yeah,
and she spotted Bob and we're like, oh, we don't know how this is going to go. She never met him before. So we were quite cautious about the interaction, but she straight away was wagging her tail, really liked it.
Good.
Next thing, she went up to Emma, who's Bob's mummy, and had a stroke.
Oh, blimey.
And we're like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then she goes up to James and has a stroke off James as well.
No way.
So that is massive for her. And we have done a lot of work with her. She's fantastic. She would be better in a female-only home, I think.
Yeah, because she's a bit funky about men, can't she?
She just would take a long time to trust. So if someone is willing to put that level of work in and understand that...
I think it takes a bit of a special owner for this one, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And
as a lot of our dogs, they need special owners, don't they?
Some men get a bit offended, don't they?
Yeah. But you do feel a bit of rejection, yeah.
Yeah, but it isn't just going to take a couple of weeks. It's months. I mean, when Letty went home, we weren't sure initially if that was the right home for her because she was really nervous. It was a family home. There was 4 teenage children. I think 2 or 3 of them were boys. And we're like, oh my God. But the lady she just loved this dog so much. She wanted to make it work.
But then I said to you earlier about Boss, didn't I? When I fostered Boss, it took him ages. I mean, he warmed to me, but absolute ages with my dad. And my dad could get really upset with that. But now Boss goes and sits on my dad's lap and now asking for fuss off him.
It's just time.
And that's 3 years.
Yeah. It took Letty months and months and months to accept, excuse me, the teenage lads in the home.
Yeah.
But this lady, her name's Sally. Excuse me.
You're all right. You feel like you're choking on me, Sam.
This lady would come back to me every time and say, I need some advice with this. I need some advice with that.
I mean, that's good, yeah.
I'd call her and we'd have a chat through things. And she listens to every piece of advice. Yeah. And Letty's doing amazingly well. She even went on holiday with them.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for her.
And she sent a picture of her with one of her teenage lads, and they were like cuddled her.
No way! Oh, that's
and it just
lovely.
goes to show, you know, we don't know everything.
No, we're not claiming we're experts.
But we know our dogs.
Yeah. Well, you
know our dogs really well.
You're like the dog whisperer, man. But we're going to have to wrap it up now because time is pressed. But I will say, like, going forward to the next episode, we will be doing the big one that everybody argues about.
What's this?
Dog versus cats.
Ooh.
Which is better, cats or dogs? Now, I've got a friend that's going to be joining us. My friend Helen Taylor.
Who loves cats?
From work. She loves cats. She has got a dog. She's got a dachshund. But even though she's got a dachshund, she still favours the cat.
No.
So I will be sitting down and having an interview with Helen, and I've got a few questions, and I really want to understand how on earth she puts the cat above the dog, because me and Sam are dog people, and don't get me wrong, cats are amazing. I think they're a wonderful animal, but obviously the dog...
It's all about the dogs. I've had a right drama with a cat the last month.
Yeah, you have. Yeah.
I've been looking after my daughter.
So that's what we're going to be talking about next episode. I want to finish the episode. We are going to finish, Sam. You've got your whiskey. I've got my whiskey. We're going to toast to George.
Mr. George Porge.
George the Porge, amazing dog. Okay, we're going to knock that. God, Jesus Christ. That's the gross. And we whiskey now. We dram. And we're going to say, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.
We love you all.